To cross the finish line and say, okay, I've done something tangible, I've come this far, and to share that with people and to say, okay, look at how far I've come, because they don't see the recovery process, but they can see the difference between being in a wheelchair and crossing a finish line. I had a car accident and I broke my left hip, my left knee, and my right ankle. When I was first in the hospital and they started kind of explaining everything to me, I just knew it was going to be a wheelchair for a few months. At first it was the little things like, okay, I can't cook food for myself and I can't go to the bathroom like normal and all of the things that you want to just have a normal life. As those things started getting easier, then it turned into, okay, well, I want to run and do things like normal and exercise.
I get the script that comes across my desk from the physician that says treat hip, knee, and ankle, and I thought to myself, this is going to be extensive. Here comes in this cute, bubbly personality that sat down in the chair and was like, I just want to run without people staring.
So I wasn't really ever a runner before. I think I'd say I'm in much better shape now than I was before my car accident. But when the 1 year of my accident was coming up, I thought it would be cool to mark that somehow.
I said, you need to be able to move from a sitting position to a standing position in a chair with only one leg 5 times without losing your balance or falling. She tried it once and she couldn't get up from the chair. And it was at that moment that we realized we had a road ahead of us, but we had a roadmap to get us there and a goal that was clearly set.
That's when Alex started the hard stuff with me. And that's when I started actually doing weight training and squats and blood flow restriction therapy, which was so hard, but I guarantee expedited the recovery process. The Alter-G was amazing because that's when I really got to start running.
And she looked over at me and said, I'm doing it, I'm jogging. And I said, yeah, you sure are.
All right, wait, Erica.
It was amazing to feel like I could run after everything, and I remember actually feeling a little euphoric. Every time something happened, it was something to celebrate, and so it was kind of exciting to be like, all right, the only thing I have to focus on right now is my recovery.
Once we got rolling and she saw that progress and how her investment in herself and in physical therapy was paying off, and she was like, come on, let's go. What else do you have?
My entire experience with Baylor Scott & White has been positive, especially here with Alex. His kindness and his ability to not push beyond what I'm able, but to the perfect amount where it was hard but never too much.
That's the greatest joy a physical therapist can have, is seeing somebody achieve their goal that you helped them set. She's going to do great things with the confidence she has.
For me, that's what I look back on, are all the exciting things that happened along the way. I think that's important to remember that they're coming. I now want to every year do something to mark that anniversary. I've always said at some point I want to run a half marathon, but I think I need to keep training and keep getting stronger and be kind to my knee before I ever commit to that. But plans for the future for sure.